In the last episode, I destroyed a geode for calcite and amethyst, an ocean monument for prismarine, the nether to go to a warped forest to get warped wood, the end dimension to collect purpur, and went to a badlands to get terracotta, and I forgot my bed, so it's the middle of the night, all to build what I believe is my best build yet. So stay tuned to see how it all comes together.
Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for joining me today. My name is Webby Ketchup, and welcome to episode 17 of my Minecraft 1.20 Let's Play series. So, as you probably noticed, once again, something is looking a little different, and that is because I got shaders, and I also have these brand new cherry blossom wings, which I absolutely love. I'm not going to be playing with shaders the entire time, but I think that just having them will really just make this whole gameplay so much better. I mean, just look at how beautiful my world looks with these new shaders. I mean, I love it. I got these yesterday and I've just been like walking around my world just like in love with them. I'm just going to walk around my world a little bit just to admire the beauty while I tell you what we are going to do today. So as you know, in my last video, I was hinting that I have something pretty big planned. I mean, we went to every single dimension and got so many materials for this build, and oh, just look how pretty this looks. I love these so much. But today is finally the day where we are going to build it. I've been looking at my starter house for quite a while and just not being content with it. It's so small, it's adorable, I love it, but it's so tiny, I've outgrown it, and I think it's time for a bigger and better house. The only unfortunate thing is I'm gonna be tearing down this house to build my new one on top of it. I know it's a little sad because this was my first ever build in this world, and I'm going to be sad to see it go, but I was walking around my world and honestly, there's no other place that I want to put this build. I want this build to be front and center like my house is, and I purposely chose this location here because of its just nice central location. It's right by the town center, I guess, which I kind of consider to be my nether portal. And there's an area over there that I was thinking about building it in, but then I kind of realized that, yeah, I don't know, because I want to build something there that would also be pretty large, and I don't want to take up that space. I've been planning this build for over a week now, and luckily I do know that it will fit in this space here. So let's just take a moment of silence for the starter house, because this is the last time that we will see it. Okay, now let's get to tearing it down. Actually, though, before I do that, I want to show you something. In here, I've gotten rid of all my chests. I do have still these in here, but they don't have anything in them. So that's fine. But yeah, all my chests are gone and they are currently all sitting over here. It's such a mess over here. They're just like, this one is the only chest that's organized. But like we've got, oh, I just accidentally put my axe away. Let's not do that. But like we've got this one, which is a mess. We've got this one, which is a mess. This one, they're all just a mess. But organizing that will come later because right now I am just itching to get this build going. I'm going to turn my shader pack off really quick, but then we are going to get started on destroying this house. We're taking the first stab at the house. Oh my goodness. There it goes. Bye-bye, house. Oh my goodness, this is crazy to me. You know, I should probably start at the top of the build. Sleeping one last time in this broken down house. And let's finish cleaning up. So, I was mistaken. The last thing we actually need to do is collect more wood because I am severely out of spruce wood. And oh, that's exactly what I didn't want to happen. Oh no, it's because I connected it. Oh, dang it. I gotta remove this here. Okay. I can fix that. But that's exactly why I built this platform so that that doesn't happen. And I messed up. It's fine. Like I mentioned in my last video, I have been really into spruce wood lately instead of dark oak, and I am going to be using spruce wood instead of dark oak for this entire build. And I'm going to be mixing in a little bit of oak wood as well. So it's going to be stripped spruce and oak logs like I did in my greenhouse and my farming district. I just really like that the way that looks. I feel like it brightens up the build a little more because dark oak is, of course, very dark. And as much as I love it, it looks like chocolate to me, and I love chocolate. But I think for the sake of keeping things nice and bright, I think we're gonna have to go with spruce. Okay, so I've gotten this area all cleared out. I am going to need to push back this hill at some point, but I don't need to do that right now. Right now, I just really want to get started. So I'm going to start by figuring out where I want my center to be. Hmm, I think honestly, I want it somewhere like right here. So I think with just this little piece of cobblestone that I have here, I'm gonna go up and I'm just gonna mark this as like center right there. Okay, yeah, I think that would be good. I am definitely gonna have to go that way and this way quite a bit, but that's okay. So what I need to do now is actually grab my stone and my stone bricks because that is the very first step that I need. And I need to make a couple of these into slabs. So maybe I'll just do like half of this stack and I'll make this all into slabs. I think that should be, as of right now, fine. Maybe even too much. I don't know, but we will figure it out. And I also, somewhere in here, need, there they are, cherry slabs as well. I'll grab two just to be safe. I don't need my rockets right now, so we can just move those out of there. And oh, it's getting dark. It's getting dark already. Okay, and right here is going to be a wall. And then 3 blocks on the other side is going to be another wall. And we are going to start our staircase. So now that I've gotten the staircase in, the next thing that I need to do is to start working on the framing so that I can get this actual build of the front in. now that I've got the main front structure, I think it's about time that I start getting a roof on here just to really complete it, and then we can start working on all of the other sections. So now with the roof all done, I want to start finishing up the sides of this part of the build just so that I can feel accomplished enough to move on to the next pieces of this build.
Well, it was right about here where I decided I need a little bit of a break from building, so I went inside and dug up the grass and replaced it with cherry wood, and then I went outside and terraformed everything around my house because, like I said earlier, I need to move like really far left and really far right. So I was like, you know what? This is a great time to do it because the rest of my build is done, so I might as well just get it ready for the rest of my build. And so basically I also tore up this mountain. I feel like I would have just have gotten in the way of the build a little bit. It wasn't necessary, but I did it anyways. Here I am working so hard. Love terraforming, one of my favorite things to do. It's not. It's not the worst thing in the world, but like there are definitely better things. I'm rambling, but I realized that I am like 15 minutes into this episode and you have barely heard my voice. So, yeah. Here I am just marking out all of the little jut outs and the rest of the little buildings that I have planned. This made it a lot easier to like know where everything was going, just having it all laid out. Honestly, highly recommend doing this if you're building something big. Yeah, definitely helped me out a lot. So yeah, now we are finally getting back to building this little area here. I had a replay file for this, but I don't know what happened, but something happened and it's gone. I have it like the second part of this build later on, so we will jump back into time lapse mode later. But you know, I thought it would be kind of fun to do like a little real-time building. So this is not sped up at all because everything pretty much has been sped up in this entire video. So I was like, you know what? Let's do like a little bit of long play feeling. I've never done a long play. I don't know if I should ever do one of those. I think it would be kind of fun, but that would be such a long video. I mean, my God. Um, yeah, everything is pretty much time-lapsed in this entire episode, so I wanted to give you guys a little bit of a break. But yeah, time-lapse is honestly the way to go for me because I build really, really slow. And I have this entire file that is like 5 hours long of a replay file, and that was doing basically my entire like main section of the house. 5 hours. So if I were to do this in a long play, this would be like literally 10 hours long. I probably spent like, gosh, I don't know, probably like 24 hours building this entire build. This took forever, but like it was fun. I really enjoyed it. I love building. So yeah, it was really fun. But yeah, no, I don't know if I'd ever do a long play, but we will see. Uh, but for now, enjoy this little slow content. Oh, never mind. We are back to the time lapses. Okay, I will see you guys later. Enjoy the more time lapses. Yeah, talk to you guys in a little bit.
All right, so the sun is setting and this looks beautiful. I've finished the first tower. I can't even believe that I am saying first tower because there's going to be another one over there. But oh my gosh, I love it so much. The next step is to get the roof onto that back build right there to kind of cover up this open space to kind of make it feel a little more cohesive and put together. But so far, I'm like obsessed with this build. This, and I know I say this about every single build that I ever do, but this is truly my favorite build that I've ever done, and I don't think that any build that I do in this world will ever top this build.
So remember like probably 10 seconds ago when I said I have to do the roof of this build and that's it? Well, I lied. I have to do the entire back. Don't worry, we don't neglect the back of our builds here. That's not me. So here I am finally doing the roof. I'm going to talk about this very soon in the video. But this build took me so long to figure out because it had to be an even number. I don't know why it had to be an even number. I don't remember. I did this build like 2 weeks ago in a creative world. But it had to be an even number. So yeah, trying to figure out just how to make this look good absolutely sucked, but I think I got there in the end. So yeah, here's me finishing up the roof, and then yeah, this part here, I always forget about this part of the build. I don't know why, but there's been so many times where I build an entire build and I just like totally forget about this part, but I didn't. I remembered, and I think it looks great. Speaking of great, wow, look how great this looks. Isn't it absolutely beautiful? Just don't look to the right. You might see a little bit of a spoiler, but that's okay because you're going to see me build that very, very soon. Bye!
All right, so you can't see it from here. I'm currently standing on top of the gazebo, but the entire left side of this build is completely done. So all I have left to do is something in the back, and then on the right side here, and the exterior of this build will be all complete. I seriously cannot wait to finish this build. I love it so much. I've already said that so many times, but I'm just so excited. So let me show you a little walk around of the new balcony, tower, and little extension. So it's a little messy up here right now because I have my workstation over here, but here it is. Obviously, it's not decorated. I'm planning on doing like little tables and chairs and just having like a really pretty outdoor seating area up here. There's going to be a door right here that will connect from the inside to come out here. There's going to be a little step down. I'm so excited to get to decorating this, but I love this area right here so much. It was very, very difficult to figure out how to get this part of the build right here figured out. This part right here, like this building probably took the longest out of every single part of this build, even including this big part here. This was just so hard to figure out how to do. It's off center. I needed to figure out how to get a doorway in here. It's not even. Actually, I guess it is even. It's an even count. But yeah, it just took me so long to figure out how to make this look good. And I finally feel like I have succeeded in that, and I am so happy with it. I also have this beautiful tower that I have no idea what I'm going to put in it because there's going to be another one over there, like I said, and I don't know what I'm going to put in any of those. Honestly, I really don't have any interior ideas for the most part. I figured out like one floor, and then everything else is just like blank. So if you guys have any ideas of different rooms that I should add into this build, please let me know because I've been working on this for 3 weeks and I am still like completely out of ideas for interior. So if you have any ideas for rooms, please let me know. I would greatly appreciate it. But now that the left side is done, I think I'm going to work on the right side and the back will be last. So let's sleep and then head on over to the right side and get started.
So it was right about here where I started getting real ambitious, and I was like basically not talking this entire time. And I mean, I definitely did talk, but for some reason, once again, the clip is gone. There was one part in this video where like I know I stopped and talked, but looking back and while I was editing and putting all the footage together, could not find it anywhere. So yeah, that was that. So I'm just gonna talk to you guys instead. But yeah, here's the roof again. Man, I love this roof. I mean, like, yeah, I had to go to like every single dimension to get all the materials for it, but like honestly, it was worth it. Look at that. I did that part of the build again. Yeah, here's a doorway, and then I also wanted a little bit of a balcony. I also added lanterns to this in like normal footage, but once again, couldn't find that. Here's the second tower that I was talking about earlier. It's literally identical to the one that you guys saw earlier. But that's fine. I think identical works great. Also, the replay mod glitch, and it's not showing those stairs that are like at the top of the, I don't know, what is it called? The pillar, the stone brick pillar. I don't know what I'm saying. Oh, here's the roof. Okay, this replay mod was so hard to do because there is a giant roof in my way, and normally when I'm building towers, I just like to spin in a circle. But I couldn't do that because the roof was in the way, so I had to like spin in one direction, then like turn around and spin in the other direction. But yeah, here is that roof of the tower all done. Now time for the details. Same situation went on here where I had to like spin in one way. This time I think I went like zoop and like went through like kind of fast. Oh yeah, right here. Woo! Yeah. I think that looks kind of cool. I don't know. Yeah, so I'm just adding those finishing touches onto the tower. Like I said, it's exactly identical, and yeah, you can see those like missing blocks down there. I promise you they're there. They're definitely there. But yeah, they're just like not showing up right now. I don't know why. That's none of my business. Yeah, I'm managing. It's fine. Here are the lanterns and the end rods. I think these look absolutely awesome. I've never used soul lanterns before, but I felt like with the warped wood, that would be like really cool. Oh yeah, so we're done with that section. Here is the back of the build. This is where I was like, yeah, I definitely talked from like then to now, but like footage gone. I don't know where she went. So yeah, here we go. Pretty much the same thing. It's a really standard build. Yeah, nothing too special with this, just a box. And then here I am doing the roof once again. It gets really repetitive after a while. You just kind of get in a zone. That's what I was doing. I was just like in the builder zone. So I really was not talking that much. And when I did, the footage is gone. So you know what? This to me just looks like commitment, which is great. Yeah, so here I am finishing the roof. Yeah, there's really not much to it. Ooh, look at that little spin there. Very cool. Yeah, so here I am finishing the roof. It doesn't connect well to the other roof, but like I'm just gonna ignore that, so I suggest that you do the same. Here I am finishing up the build right here, getting that pink cherry wood filled in, and then I decided to do like a Tudor style here. You'll find more about that later. Yeah, I actually talked, so yeah, go me. Okay, see you later, bye. By the way, I love this song.
I can't really show it off that good from this angle because it just kind of like drops down here, but I finished this little X part here and I think it looks really good. I did plan for most of this entire interior and it just doesn't work well having windows. I feel like that's going to be the case actually with most of my interiors because I just can never find a place to add windows when it comes to doing interior because I just like to fill the walls with stuff. But right here, I do have a plan for these open walls. I do not know if I'm going to add windows, so I'm just going to do this as like a precaution and just to make them have a little something here because right now they are just totally bare and it does not look that great. So we're going to do that right now and you will see the process and then I will come back when they are all done. This is the final part of the exterior and I cannot wait to get this done and then I can start working on the interior, but that will probably be in the next episode. So let's get to building. That is it, you guys. The exterior of this is finished. So this is kind of what all of the walls look like. This is just a really good angle that I could get. They're pretty much identical. The only difference is that on the top we have spruce fences and end rods, and on the bottom we have cherry fences and soul lanterns, just to kind of mix it up because the end rods weren't showing up well against the calcite and the cherry fences wouldn't show up well up there, so that's what I did. Switched it up a little bit, but it's pretty much the same. And then over here, let's see, can I get a good, yeah, okay, this looks really cool. I really like this. Oh, I am missing a scaffolding. But yeah, I really like this. It adds a lot of light, so I don't have to worry about mobs spawning around here, and I cannot wait to see what this looks like at night. I think that's going to be so cool. And then once again, we have the like Tudor style right there. And then on this side as well, we have it here too. And I I'm so happy that this is done. I mean, everything is complete at this point. I mean, like right here, it's kind of bare here, but I'm once again not sure what I'm going to do there, if I'm going to do windows or whatnot. So I'm going to leave that for now. But the front, I just love looking at this build from the front. Like, look how cool this is. I have to get like a really good view. I'm going to go over there and we'll see what kind of view we can get. All right, so we are on top of the wizard tower now, and this looks insane, you guys. Look at this. Oh my gosh, this build right here and just all of the color that I used really honestly makes me want to go back and add like more color into like these roofs here. Over here is pretty colorful. I definitely want to change this roof because it's kind of boring. My building style has definitely evolved since I started this series, and I'm really proud of what I am able to create now because this I, in a million years, would have never thought that I would gonna be able to build something like this. Like, this is so cool. I am so happy with this. I cannot wait to start on the interior, but oh my gosh, it just looks so grand compared to everything. And it makes me want to go back and edit the rest of my builds. Like these are cool. I like these. But like the barn and the what is that? The villager breeder, they're I love the build of them. It's just the color palette is so basic, kind of. Like it's just three colors, whereas this has so much more to it. And it makes me want to go back and maybe add a little more roof detail into them. So that might be a little project in the future. But for now, like I'm so happy with this. And with the shaders, oh, it looks so cool. I am so incredibly happy with this build. Yeah, just look at this. This is amazing. Oh, I love it so much. So with that, that is going to be it for today. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed watching me build this as much as I enjoyed building it. In the next episode, we are definitely going to get to the interior. So if you have any ideas for different rooms that I should add or anything like that, please let me know because I am stumped when it comes to interior. I'm not the best at them. They're not my favorite, but I really want to challenge myself and make this look as amazing as possible. And oh, look at the sun going down behind the house. Oh, it looks so cool. All right, I'm going to end this episode before it turns nighttime and all the bad guys come. So thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed it once again, and I will catch up with you guys in the next episode. Oh, and it's raining. Okay, bye.